Nanindigan ng prosecution na nagpapalusot lang si Corona sa kanyang mga argumento para hindi mapatalsik sa pwesto. Para naman sa defense, napatunayan raw nilang mali ang mga naunang aligasyon ng prosecution, gaya na lang ng bilang ng mga ari-arian ni Corona at ang halaga at bilang na rin ng kanyang bank deposits. Live mula sa Senado, may report si Joseph Morong. Joseph?
Jessica, sa pagtatapos ng oral arguments kanina, nagpakawala ng dalawang matinding tanong. Ito yung si Senate Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile. Indikasyon marahil ng iniisip ng Senado kung ano ba yung mga pangunahing issue na kailangan nilang pagbotohan bukas.
Motion is granted.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Si Senate Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile lamang ang nagtanong sa huling araw ng pagdinig ng kaso laban kay Supreme Court Chief Justice Renato Corona. Ito ay bilang tugon ni Enrile sa posisyon ng depensa na hindi dapat i-impeach si Corona dahil umasa lamang siya sa batas. Ang Foreign Currency Deposits Act o RA 6426 nang hindi niya ideklara ang kanyang $2.4 million deposit. Sabi kasi ng depensa, itinuturing na may absolute confidentiality o sekreto ang mga dollar accounts. Ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng pilitin ng isang dollar account holder na isa publiko ang nilalaman ng kanyang bank account. Ang FCDA ang mismong batas na isinangkalan din mismo ni Corona sa pagdepensa kung bakit hindi nakadeklara sa kanyang SALN ang $2.4 million deposits. Tanong tuloy ni Enrile, ano bang masama kung ideklara na lamang ni Corona ang kanyang dollar account sa kanyang SALN?
What injury or prejudice may arise if a depositor who is a public officer or employee of a foreign currency deposit would include that deposit or the amount represented by that deposit in his statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth.
Well, I'm not very sure, Your Honor, as to what and the extent thereof insofar as damages is concerned. The probability of, let's say, kidnapping, extortion, and so on may come into the picture, Your Honor, because especially with the present trend of criminality in the country today, there is no assurance that one is immune from any of these offenses, Your Honor.
Sunod na tanong ni Enrile, batay mismo sa konstitusyon, dapat ideklara ng lahat ng public officials ang kanyang SALN. Ang hindi raw ba paggawa nito ay pagsuway sa konstitusyon.
The first sentence of Section 17, Article 11 of the Constitution, do you consider that sentence as a mandatory provision that requires to be obeyed?
I do not think it is something that can be disregarded, Your Honor.
It must be obeyed.
Correct, Your Honor. But when there are rights that arises from a different law, Your Honor, I do not see any reason as to why it cannot be availed of by in this particular instance, the depositor, Your Honor. Why the law had granted that is beyond my comprehension, Your Honor. That is a legislative function. The policy behind it may only be known to the legislators themselves.
Sabi ng prosecution, palusot na lamang daw ito ni Corona dahil tila nabuking na raw ito. Itinago pa raw ni Corona ang halos 98% ng kanyang yaman sa kanyang SALN.
Yung depensa po ni Chief Justice Corona, I can put it in one word. Pwede ko pong sabihin po sa isang salita, palusot.
Pero sa lag ng depensa, napabulaanan na ni Corona ang mga naunang alegasyon ng prosekusyon tulad ng umano'y 45 na ari-arian na napatunayan raw ni Corona na 5 na lamang. Pati na ang testimonya ni Ombudsman Conchita Carpio Morales na mayroon umano si Corona na 10 hanggang $12 million na deposits. Hearsay din daw ito.
Chief Justice Corona is entitled to an acquittal. They tried to prove that the Chief Justice did not declare his assets in his SALN. They have presented witnesses, documents, but everything has been explained. Why not did they choose not to cross-examine him and pose these questions when he was here? The man presented himself before this court. He could have responded to all these questions, but they chose to waive. What is the effect of the waiver? Our rules are very clear. that when cross-examination is waived, the testimony of the witness is unimpeached.
Sa paglalagom ng depensa, tinanong ni Lead Defense Counsel Justice Serafin Cuevas sa prosecution kung maituturing bang impeachable offense ang hindi pagdedeklara umano ni Corona ng ilang assets ng kanyang SALN. Sabay ulit na depektibo ang impeachment complaint dahil minadali raw ito at hindi man lamang hininga ng panig sa Kamara si Corona.
Maybe ask the prosecution, Your Honor, whether there is any jurisprudence on the point that a mere deficiency or a mere inaccuracy in the entries made by a filer in the SAL is constitutive of a ground for impeachment which they claim now. The impeachment complaint suffers yet from another serious flaw. As one of the amicus curiae, former Senate President Salonga pointed out, the signing of impeachment complaint by the purported one-third of the congressman was done without due process. The Chief Justice, against whom the complaint was brought, was not served with notice of the proceedings against him. No rule is better established under the due process clause of the Constitution than that which requires notice and opportunity to be heard.
Sa pagsasara naman ng prosecution, si House Speaker Sonny Belmonte ang nagsalita. Hiling niya sa Senado patalsikin na sa pwesto si Corona.
I ask that you see through the character of Renato Corona and reflect whether this is the man that we want as our Chief Justice, the head of the entire judicial system, for the next 6 years. And I ask that you vote according to conscience and the evidence and find Chief Justice Renato Corona guilty. May the truth be your guide, Your Honors.
Full force na dumalo ang House of Representatives ngayong araw. Maliban kay House Speaker Belmonte, dumalo rin si Majority Floor Leader Neptali Gonzales III. Namataan din ng ilang mga taga-Black and White Movement, pati na si dating Congresswoman Rizon de Veros Baracel. Narito rin si dating Ilocos Sur Governor Chavit Singson. Patok naman ang batang ito na naka-Amerikano pang nanood ng impeachment trial. Gusto raw niya maging abogado balang araw.
Who's your favorite senator?
Senator Enrile.
Why do you like him? Why do you like Senator Enrile?
He is good.
Jessica, bukas nga alas 2 ng hapon magsisimula ang ating verdict day. Magbobotohan ang mga senador sa 3 articles of impeachment. Una ang Article 2, susunod ang Article 3 at Article 7. Pinakahuling boboto si Senate Presiding Officer Juan Ponce Enrile. Jessica?
Joseph, medyo noteworthy yung tanong kanina ni Presiding Officer Enrile, no? Kasi parang ngayon lang na-bring up yata yan, yung point na yan. Ang tanong ko ay ano ang reaction dito? Was it, ano ba ang interpretasyon? Was it a case of JPE trying to direct or focus the argument? Or pwede bang, although medyo tricky, no? Pwede bang sabihin na indication ito ng kanyang mindset or probably how he will vote tomorrow?
Perhaps it's more of the latter, ma'am, no? Kasi parang ang dami-daming sinabi ng defense, ang dami-daming sinabi ng prosecution, but to Senator Enrile, there's only 2 questions that are important to him. Ano bang masama sa pagde-declare ng dollar deposits? Number 2, yun bang constitutional provision sa 1987 Constitution natin na dapat i-declare yung SALN? Pag ba hindi mo ito sinaway, ito ba ibig sabihin, sinusuway mo yung kagustuhan ng taong bayan? So, kasi yung ganung kind of questioning cuts through all the yung mga arguments of both the defense and the prosecution. It boils down to that point. So, it may be an indicator of the thought process of the SP of Senate President Enrile. Jessica.
Okay, so para ang nakikita ko, correct me if I'm wrong, may dalawang major issues na ngayon, no? Major arguments. Number 1, yung misdeclaration ni Chief Justice Corona sa kanyang SALN, kung ito ba ay high crime na maituturing, therefore impeachable, and the point nga raised by the presiding officer Enrile, no, kung culpable ba itong misdeclaration na ito, kung willful o intentional o hindi.
That is a correct reading, ma'am. Yan yung mukhang ito lang yung issue natin. No? Ang dami nang nakikita mga evidence, but this is what matters. Pag ba hindi ka nag-declare sa SALN mo, is that an impeachable offense? malalaman natin kung ano magiging botohan ng mga senador dyan. Kung tama ba yung pag-interpret nitong si Chief Justice Corona na under 6426, I'm not obliged to declare my dollar accounts because the prosecution would say na parang yung 6730, dapat mas malakas yun because it's a constitutional provision over a law which is 6426. So we will know yung magiging decision ng Korte ng Senado kung tama ba yung interpretation. It boils down to the interpretation of Chief Justice Corona and kung tama or mali ito, Jessica.
Okay. Masusing babantayan bukas kung ano ang magiging basihan ng mga senator judges ng kanilang hatol. Kung totoo ba yung kanilang mga earlier pronouncements that they will vote according to the evidence and the testimonies presented during the trial, o di mo rin maalis sa maraming tao na baka may kinalaman sa political leanings itong kanilang magiging hatol. Ano ang indications na nakukuha nyo from your end?
Ma'am, we're hearing of numbers already, but these are speculation. It's over until it's over. It's not over until it's over. Ngayon, dapat sana marinig natin yung mga senators natin how they're going to explain the votes, no? They have the opportunity, 2 minutes, but they're not required na i-explain yung vote. Meron tayong, pwede tayong makakita ng senador na okay, sasabihin, I vote to acquit, and that's it. Or I vote to convict, and that will be it. Hindi natin alam kung bakit.
Okay.
Pero meron siguro, bibigyan naman sila ng 2 minutes. I don't know if everybody will avail. Huli ko na rin ay mga 6 na yung nagpa-reserve na they will explain. 6 out of the 23, Jessica.
Okay, again, it all boils down kasi dun sa nature ng impeachment, which is very unique, no?
Correct.
Anong tawag dyan ni Senator Miriam Defensor Santiago? Quasi-political.
That is correct.
Maraming salamat, Joseph Morong.